Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Shabbat is an incredible gift that the Jewish people received and continue to receive from the Creator. Every Friday evening, Shabbat begins, and it lasts until Saturday night. On Shabbat, we are forbidden from working, from lighting a fire, from using electricity, from doing all sorts of different mundane, everyday activities. At first glance, this may seem like limitations. It may seem like I'm limited to not using all these things. But in reality, only through limiting yourself do you get to free yourself of all of these distractions that separate you from the Creator. And, you know, people who start keeping Shabbos, they realize, wow, all of a sudden, sorry for the birds, they realize that on Shabbos, they're finally able to focus on what they've always been wanting to focus on, and that's learning Torah and connecting to Hashem. Shabbat is really such a gift. If we were not restricted not to use our phones, not to use electricity, not to work, we would never be able, it would be impossible to access this incredibly beautiful holiday. So you have to recognize that when you get into Shabbos and you keep Shabbos, you enter a zone. Your mind is working differently. You're finally able to truly connect to the Creator, and it's a liberating feeling. On Mount Sinai, well, first of all, Shabbos Hashem created the world in 6 days, and on the seventh day He rested. On the seventh day was never meant for work. The seventh day was a day of rest, and the Jewish people got married. Hashem married the Jewish people on Mount Sinai. It says that the Jewish people as a whole, Knesset Yisrael, the congregation of Israel, the general soul of Israel, all of Israel makes up one general soul. And that is the bride of Hashem. That's the female aspect of the bride of Hashem. Obviously, Hashem is everything, and even our soul is actually a piece of Hashem. But Hashem made it so that we got married to Hashem on Har Sinai. And Shabbat is a commemoration of our marriage to Hashem. And the Friday night meal is the wedding meal. And if a Gentile, non-Jew is watching this video, I like to mention you guys in the videos. The Sabbath specifically, Shabbat, is not one of the 7 laws of Noah, or the sub laws within it. It's actually specifically Shabbat it's actually recommended. It's really not a good idea for a Gentile to keep the full Shabbos. Because obviously, I'm not speaking about converts. Converts are completely Jews. Converts are completely Jews. They have to keep the Shabbos. But even someone who's a Gentile who's in the process of converting, he's not allowed to keep the full Shabbos. He's supposed to keep only part of it, because he's not fully Jewish yet. He is technically, he's a convert who's going to be Jewish, but his conversion hasn't been completed, so he's not authorized to keep the full Sabbath. And if you're a Gentile, God bless you. Don't feel like don't ever feel bad that you don't get to keep the Sabbath. You're doing your mission. You're bringing the Creator an incredible amount of joy by keeping the 7 laws of Noah. You are fulfilling your mission, and you're actually bringing the redemption, and you have an infinite part of the redemption, and you're helping us too, the Jewish people, so much by you keeping the 7 laws of Noah. You guys help us so much. God bless all the Noahides. You guys are the light. You guys are like the light of my life. So back to the Sabbath. So yeah, the Sabbath is incredible, and it's by not using electricity. It's not a limitation. You finally are able to really connect to who you really are and connect to Hashem. And there's an aspect that a higher level of our soul comes down. We get an extra portion of our soul in our body on Shabbos. Because as you know, our soul is infinite, but a huge portion of our soul is continuously with Hashem, is still united with Hashem, and is actually too holy to be enclosed, to come down into our body. So the more we do mitzvahs, the more we refine ourselves, the more we're able to bring down our soul into us, and the more we're able to perceive and be conscious of Hashem. That's the refining our body and drawing down more of uncovering more of our soul. And on Shabbos, we get a gift. An extra portion of our soul comes down automatically. And there's incredible mysticism on the aspect of Shabbat, and it goes into so many details. But basically, it says all the blessings come from Shabbat. If you have an incredible Shabbat, it will carry over into the week. The point is that the Shabbos, the inspiration, the energy you have on Shabbos is going to carry over into the week, and you're going to be able to use it to power through, to get through the week with success, with joy. It's very important to be happy on Shabbos. It's very important to be comfortable. You're supposed to make your bed before Shabbos, clean your room, clean your house, have a clean house, as if you're at a hotel, like you're at a palace, you're like a king. You want to make your bed, you want to take a shower. If you want a haircut, get a haircut before Shabbat, wear fancy clothes, buy the best food. If you have money and you want a special food, you're really interested in buying this special food, you eat it on Shabbat specifically. If you're supposed to spend extra money on food on Shabbos, and Hashem will pay you back. It says, whatever you spend on Shabbos and Rosh Chodesh, the new month, it's like it's on Hashem's credit card. What does that mean? Someone will be like, yeah, but I'm paying for it. What does that mean? Yes, but whatever you pay for it, Hashem's going to give you that much back in that year. So meaning Hashem determines how much you're going to make that year. So if you spend a lot on Shabbos, Hashem, it doesn't subtract from the amount you're supposed to get. And it says, in the days of Mashiach, every day will be like Shabbos. Because Shabbos is a day where you're really always conscious of Hashem. So in the days of Mashiach, we're always going to be conscious of Hashem. And may that be today with Hashem's help. Thank you so much. God bless you.